Cool, so as the kids arrive, we just say hello, blah, 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 get them straight into a game, just get them moving, get them playing. Sometimes you can just get them all having a ball and do some skills, but in this case, we've just been getting them into games and just straight away let them play as, kids can be late as they start arriving. We had more and more kids in, and we let this go for about 10 minutes, and then we'll move on to a skills activity. So as you've seen there, we just kind of described the game and kind of emphasise what part of our foot do we use when we dribble. Can we keep the ball super close? Can we point our toes down and use our laces? Obviously, some won't do it, but still just trying to instill that idea of, okay, push the ball with your laces, keep it super close, and we want them to try to dribble through as many cones as possible, as quickly as possible. But if you crash into a cone or into another player, you go back to 0 points, okay? Then we'll progress that and we'll put in some chases. And so these are the ones that are putting on a yellow bib now. Often the case you can take the other orange bibs off so it's more clear on who's the chaser. And they have to do the exact same game, but the yellow chasers can kick the other people's balls away. If your ball gets kicked away, you go to 0 points. So the idea is, can we keep trying to score points? Can we keep trying to dribble through while obviously avoiding and trying to stay away from the chasers? So can be chaotic, it can be fun, and it just allows the players to have that competition and allows that realistic defender trying to steal the ball off you while you still thinking, can I dribble into the spaces, can I dribble into the gaps? The kids do get tired, so we keep switching up the chases every time, and we also implement rules where you can only use your weak foot and force players to start using that weak foot, otherwise they'll only ever use the one foot. And the earlier we can teach them to use the other foot, the better things will be. So keep changing the chases and keep making them use their weak foot and things like that.
Dribbling. Alrighty, now, does anyone know what a turn is?
Yeah, I guess there's one.
Yeah. Now, we're going to come back to the line and we're going to turn. We're going to come back and we're going to bring practicing the other.
So here we just got them repetition. They come to the line and then they turn. Kids can get bored of this, but you just keep trying to mix it up. Do different types of turns. Use the bottom of your foot, use the outside foot, inside foot. Do little tricks when you turn. And it's just lots of repetition of them being able to stop the ball, turning, going the other direction. Especially at the young ages, kids can struggle with turning the ball. And just getting them used to going, okay, instead of just running off into the walls, off the pitch, can we stop the ball and turn? It's a very useful skill at a young age for them to be able to stop and turn. So lots of repetition. But obviously, if you see the kids getting bored, you just have to try to monitor that and change it up and maybe move on depending on how the kids react. From here, I think we're just getting into another game, and so what we're going to do in here is just let them play. Sometimes you can implement a rule where they have to dribble over the halfway line. That forces them to dribble more rather than boot the ball and kick the ball if the focus of the day is on dribbling. So that's another rule you can implement, is forcing them to dribble over the halfway line.
Running with what? The ball. What? Dribbling. Also, what does it mean if I'm running this way, then I go the other way? What do we call it?